Welcome in. How are you doing today, Thursday, November 13? The time is going by super fast, and we are at um, the second to last day of the week. Looking forward to Saturday, or looking forward to the weekend, that is. And as usual, you know that I take 30 minutes of my lunchtime to do a little motivational and inspirational talk. So when you come on in, let me know where you're watching me from, how you're doing, how has your week been, and what are some of the things you're looking forward to accomplishing over the weekend. As you see display on the screen, having a positive mindset, grow and glow. And it states that when you faced with a challenge, ask yourself, how will I grow from the situation? What skill can I develop now? A lot of times we go through situations and it may not be favorable, but there are a lot of things that you can learn from the situation. Um, excuse me. And in having a positive outlook on the situation, only with that you can see that there are good things in the bad situation. So for persons who are coming in today, hosting, I'm Casey, hosting from the beautiful island of Jamaica. Let me know where you are watching me from. How is your day going? And what are some of the things you look forward in accomplishing for the weekend? Let me know if you had applied a positive mindset in the circumstances that stands. How is it that you look on things? What are some of the things that didn't work well, but you still find something positive in the bad experience? And it's just the same as what I mentioned about study now and shine later. A lot of times persons don't see the work that you're putting in. Persons don't understand your vision here. A lot of persons, they will not make the sacrifices that you make or you are doing now to go towards the goal that you have set out. And it is so true, you study now because you want to reap later. A lot of persons look on a farm. You're going to grow now, you're not going to reap tomorrow. It's going to take some time for you to get into the process of, going towards your harvest. So I just want you to be positive, have a positive outlook on life. Know that whatever you're doing now, whatever you're going through now, it is not in vain. It is to, mold you for what is to come. And you can attest that there are days when studying feels like a battle, right? When you read the same line over and over and your mindset feels tired, your heart is weary, right? You can attest to that. But remember, you are not doing this alone. And if you are a follower of Christ, you know that there are many promises you would have placed upon our hearts, and one of it is Ephesians 4 verse 12, that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Not some things, but all things. And God is not only concerned about your prayers, He's concerned about your preparation too. He sees your efforts, your late nights, and your quiet determination. There are a lot of times we're going through some situations and we feel like we're alone in this valley. But this is just a reminder that the Lord is ever present with you, and He is there to keep you up and is preparing you for something greater. And as I mentioned, once you have the word in your heart, you can propel, because if you commit your work to the Lord and your plans, He will establish them. So it is not that you're going to take on the mantle on your own, but you commit your work to the Lord and your plans, and He will establish them. And when you invite the Lord in your studies, you're no longer just memorizing the facts, yeah? You're building a foundation for purpose. Get that? You're building a foundation for purpose. And I'm speaking here today as a living example because I remember going through, in my process, going through college, acquiring my bachelor's, acquiring my master's, acquiring all different types of qualification within a particular time, and then just going through the process, it felt so draining. And just to know that I cannot see, I was not able to see or to understand, but a part of me, I was determined and I knew exactly what I wanted. So I strive, and today I can say that I am shining later. Yeah, and one thing we should understand in going through the process is that each chapter you read, each note you take, each small step forward, it is preparing you for the doors that God is opening. Yeah? So each chapter you read, each note you take, each small step forward is preparing you for the doors that God is going to open. So just to state that you are not going through anything in vain. For the persons who have just bumped in, please remember to double tap the screen to like the live. Double tap if you're hearing me for the first time. I'm Casey. I do inspirational lessons and I also speak about my weight loss journey. To date, I've lost over 32 pounds. You can double tap the screen to like the live. And if you have not yet subscribed, you can consider doing that kind gesture. And when you feel like giving up, I know a lot of us will feel like giving up at times. You feel like the pressure is too heavy. You just whisper a silent prayer. And that simple silent prayer is, Lord, give me strength and give me wisdom. Sometimes we think that we have to be, saying something grand for the Lord to hear us or to answer us. But it's simple. Once we have that relationship with Christ, we know that we don't have to do anything grand. We don't have to say a long prayer for Him to answer us. And in James 1 verse 5, it says that if you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all generously and without finding fault. So the Lord gives us exactly what we need. And I know the beginning of knowledge is fearing the Lord. So first we have to give Him everything, knowing that we are not in control of anything that we do. So we surrender everything that we are, going through at the moment to have Him direct our path, right? And God delights in your growth. He wants to see you succeed, not just in grades, but in faith, character, and so much more. Perseverance is one of them. Strength and health is one of them. And there are a lot of times I look on just my growth and to see the things that I've acquired, the things that I'm doing now. And what is most important is not the qualification, not that, yes, I have this behind my name and all. It is my character. Persons are drawn to me because of my character, and that's like that's most important to me. So what I want to leave you guys with is that you should just continue pressing on. Don't let fear or doubt anything. Don't let anyone hold you back. You are capable, you are chosen, and God is walking beside you every step of the way. Yeah? Study with faith, work hard, pray often, and trust God with the results, because with Him, success isn't just about what you achieve, it is about who you become. And you can attest. Ah, you can attest to that because, as I mentioned, that a lot of times we gain success, we feel as if we are, at the top. We are unable to be defeated. We have it all. But at the end of the day, it is your character that stands. Thank you so much, son, for stopping by. Please remember to double tap the screen to light the live. I think so, perhaps. Perhaps, yes. And you can even look on it on another way too, because a lot of times persons garner these skills and expertise and the acquirements and all of that, and very soon their character change. They don't know how to relate to humans anymore. They don't know how to relate to Christ anymore. Those things are not important anymore because of the success that we would have achieved here. And just to remind you again that the Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in the sun-scorched land and strengthen your frame. All those promises are made by God. And for all the promises you hear from man and every man, generally speaking, persons may have disappointed you and all, but one thing for sure, that our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ will never go back on his words. So I hope that you were somewhat inspired today. I hope that you're blessed and that whatever situation you're going through, that you just be positive, embrace a positive mindset as this display grow and glow. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, how will I grow from the situation? What skills can I develop now? And not all situations that are bad you should allow to remain that way. There are things that you can learn from situations that are not so favorable to. And even like with everything that you do, it is you working to prepare you studying, you garnering the skills, you understudying someone, you getting the mentorship, the coaching, all those things that are needed for your development you're getting. Not for the current, but it is you're getting it. You are, applying yourself for the future. And I always say to persons that when you see persons enjoying or reaping their blessings, just allow them to do that because you weren't there in the preparation stage. So a lot of times we tend to neglect that part, knowing that we're just seeing the good side of the individuals now and not understanding that they would have gone through their process of preparation. So in everything that you do, just remember that it is just for a time. It is now that you're going through it, but you will reap the benefit in the future, in the long run. Yeah. So I hope you are inspired. I hope that whatever you're going through at this moment, you'll get hope, feel hopeful, and you will be encouraged and strengthened to continue the journey. Yeah, and if you quit now, what you've been thinking about 5 years from now, what would happen if I did not quit? Yeah, and if you don't quit, then 5 years from now, you say, thank God I did not quit. I really appreciate that I did this and I'm seeing this now. Because the reality is, when you're going through situations, you're not going to understand every single feeling that you are, faced with at the moment. But at the end, when you go through, then you can more or better able to understand that this was because of that and that was because of so and all of that. And another thing is that once we have a plan, just stick to the plan. Remember that moods are temporary and your plans are long term. So not because you're in a certain mood today, you're going to make that decision to stop everything or the most important aspect of your life that you will reap the rewards from in the long term. So quit the mood. The mood is going to come, but the mood is not going to last forever. Your plans are going to be there forever though. When you succumb to your mood and you realize that I allow this crave to get at me and I'm in the situation, you can't apply yourself anymore. It could be that you're starting a course and something happen, you stop, and you have to start all over again. Because there are times when the longer you wait, the more it becomes more serious. So if it is that you are, doing anything at all in your life, it could be you planning to acquire a home, it could be you planning to save more, just eradicate all the feelings, the unnecessary feelings. You know that I am trying to get up with my emergency plan, or whatever you're trying to do. I'm not going to purchase lunch. Take away the feeling of, longing to dine, longing to go to Little Caesars, longing to go to Burger King or KFC, and focus on the long term. The long term is what is going to be there forever. When you quit and go to those fast food, you are going to, yes, satisfy that need, but how are you going to feel in the long term? When you get up and you say that I started my course and this came up, I am not going to continue. 5 years after, you have to start over the entire course. Was it worth it? So before you make a decision, think about the consequences. The consequences are long term. We can't just think about how we feel today, because it's gonna change. It's gonna change. Nothing lasts forever, only salvation. So how you feel today, your mood, will change. And that is just how our body is made up. There are times when some mood come up on you, you have no control. But what you know with the positive mindset that you're applying is that it's gonna change. So I'm going to rough it out and come back on my trajectory next time. It's gonna change. It's gonna change, but in everything that you do, just apply a positive mindset. I believe that once we apply positivity in everything that we do, there is no way we can be defeated. We can't. We can't be defeated with a positive mindset. Because with a positive mindset, you're ahead of every circumstances that are plotting up to come on you. You build that level of resilience. You build that tenacity and the perseverance. So no matter what storm clouds come in, you already make up your mind that yes, they're going to come, but I'm going to overcome it. Yes, the no's are going to come, but I'm going to keep pushing because I'm going to get some yes. Yes, I'm going to feel tired, but I know that the strength will come. If it's even to move one step, I am better than where I was. So we are overcomer, and we should know that, or just always believe that the Lord is with us in all our steps. Yes, sometimes you're going through some situations and persons are not, they can't fathom how this person is like this, because the storm clouds that you're facing, you should be burdened. But instead you are there laughing, you're smiling, you're going through it graciously, and they just can't understand how is it that you are going through all that is happening and you are this way. And you know why you're that way? It's because you apply the positive mindset. You are aware of the future. You know that these are the things that are likely to happen. So when it comes, you're not surprised. And you easily get up or flip back, change up the narrative, yeah, and continue with the journey. So as I say, I can't express it more, but just for you to just apply a positive mindset in everything that you do. And just looking at it, I was, in my meditation, I accept everything that happened because I know that the Lord holds my future. I no longer question when things go wrong. I accept because I am not in control. And sometimes I'm human. I think about what if that person could behave that way, or if the person did this a different way. But then I am reminded that I am not in control. If it was the will of the Lord, then it would have happened. So, and even with the will of God, there are tests, things that are going to happen. But if you break it, if you allow the devil to come and to put things at you, and you give up, you will not see the promised land. So challenges coming up, but then you have to be fit. And the fit that you have to be fit is your mindset. Your mindset. So yes, a lot of persons could have been in your space, be your friends, but they don't have the positive mindset to continue the journey with you. A lot of persons you see going on, and you think that, yeah, that person would be capable to do that task and to be that particular way, but they don't have the positive mindset. They don't have the positive mindset to align with your objectives and your plans, your future, your goals. They don't. So I just understand that not everyone is going to see things the way you see. Not everyone is going to do things the way you do things. But at the end of the day, what matters is that you know who you are and where you're going. Yeah, so you're not distracted by, I'm so sad that Tom didn't see it this way, or Mary didn't see it this way, and all of that. Yeah, but if I should I'll look at my life and to say, what if I had followed that person to think about going to the parties or to purchase the bling blings and all of that? I would not be where I am today, because their mindset was short term, and I understand my mindset was long term. I know that I know exactly what I wanted from a long time. And what I'm calling nibbling and dibbling in things is not a part of my character. So yeah, focus. That's it. Focus on the positivity. Focus on your future. Focus on your goals. Focus on building yourself. Because if you stop now, can you imagine what tomorrow look like? It will be a wonder if, or that I could have and I should have. That's what you'll be hearing if you stop now. So I want to thank you for the persons who are coming in. If you're hearing me for the first time, I'm Casey, hosting from the beautiful island of Jamaica. Please double tap the screen to like the live if you have not yet done so. double tap the screen to like the live and you can say hello. I would like to see and hear from you as well, where you're watching me from. How has your day been? And have you ever applied positive mindset in a bad situation? Have you gone through something that was not favorable, but because of your mindset, you overcame? Have you ever been in a situation of that form? Anyone? Let me see if I can do the chat. I think I can do it now, the feature. I know that some persons are not able to participate in the chat because of where they are. But I thank you for your presence. I thank you for stopping by. And I thank you so much for listening to me this afternoon. I hope that you're inspired and I hope that you feel blessed, because you are blessed. There are so many things that you can look at in your life and attest that you are really, really blessed. Blessed. And if you see faults, there we all have faults. We apply ourselves to develop and to grow. To grow. It is not that you're going to be that way forever. As I say, we have to have long-term plans and, eradicate the short-term feelings, because the feelings are short-term. We can't be focusing on the mood. The mood will go. They come and they go. But what you have set out is for the future. Hi, PT. Thank you, my darling, for stopping by. I'm here. I know that persons are on the live, but they are not talking to me today. I don't know if they are caught by my voice and just listening. My person say that it's the radio of the internet, because every day I'm here talking about something, and you're not seeing me. But I thank them. I thank them for coming on and to sit down and to listen to my lunch and learn session. I hope that they would have garnered something from this little talk and apply it in their daily walk. But how are you doing, PT? Thank you so much for the like. Thank you, my darling. How are you doing? How is your day going, my darling? It's good when you're talking, when you're on here and you see persons engaging, and you feel heard. But when this is just quiet, and this is something that I can't get used to it. It's something that I do quite often now, to have sessions and persons are quiet. The place is just so still. And in some instances where the cameras are off, and you're like, oh my gosh, am I talking to myself here? But I understand, trust me. I do. And I know, as I said, I understand, because sometimes persons are multitasking, sometimes persons are afraid of critique, sometimes persons are, their device is not working well. So, there are a lot of things, but I appreciate their presence. That's what is key in there. So, PT and the persons that are here, I thank you. I am going to go now. Yesterday I was saying that, very soon, YouTube is going to adopt some of the features on the other platforms, like like TikTok. So when you go on a TikTok, live, your name come up on the screen. So you can't stay in the bushes anymore. Even though you choose not to participate in talking in the live and all of that. But the moment you come on the live, it's going to show that PT join or John Brown join or whatever. So the host will know who is there. So I was just laughing to myself, and I'm still is today, that all the persons in the bushes. I wonder what's gonna happen when YouTube adopt uh, that feature, because you see that no, on YouTube you're able to connect someone to your live that wasn't there before, but it was on TikTok. Yeah, not in what you call it, the extent of how TikTok does it, but just saying that the fact that they adopt that feature, they may pretty well adopt the other features too. So, and that is one of them. As the person come in, you see that the person name and who joined come in. So PT, I don't know how long you were in the live, but you see the title, Study Now and Shine Later. And study is wide in terms of you do the things now, apply yourself, prepare yourself for you to do better later. So when you are going through a situation, you're not going through it in vain, you're going through it for a purpose. So if you are not here within that time, you can listen back to the live. It's a short one, and I will see you guys tomorrow, God's willing. You have a blessed and productive day and week ahead. All right, until then, I'm signing out, Casey Inspirational Tales, and remember to inspire someone. Bye.